All right. I think we're ready to get started. Hey VFox, how's it going? I don't believe we've met before. I'm Zipix. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing a early morning stream here. Let's move over to my face here. This is my beautiful face, and it does move. But yeah, today is more of a chill stream. We're gonna do some drawing and talk about the future of Linux and all that good stuff. That's mostly what I got on the list for today. So, anyways, we will get started here in just a moment. I still need just a few minutes to kind of get woke up a little bit. So I will talk with you beautiful people. Sunday. The start of a new week. Well, I guess a lot of people think of Mondays as starting off the week, but I don't know. I guess it just depends. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get started into the project. So I gotta create a project pulled up. I'm just gonna do some drawing here. And what we'll do is that we'll just okay, well that's not what I wanted. I also don't want it at 40. I don't know why it insists on not keeping my settings. I have no idea. Why? Why must you do this? Do you like to see me in pain? Oh. Well, that's not looking good. I would have to pull down this delay just a little bit. So that way I could have a chance. Ew, that's ugly as sin. Let's try something else. Go in just a little bit closer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try something actually. Now, why on earth did it change it to 0.56? I wanted it 10. Okay, well, it's not gonna. I thought holding shift down while doing it. Oh, that does a whole different thing. I understand why it changed it now. I'm still learning Krita at the moment. So it is definitely taking some time to get used to this. But yeah, today's topic, as I said before, is on the future of Linux. Does anyone have any opinions on the future of Linux before I get started with how I feel about it? Well, how would I? Maybe it's with Alt. That's not really a straight line. Huh. So then I guess you really can't do straight lines. I thought you could do straight lines with just shift. Let me actually look that up real quick. Let's see. In Krita, you can draw using, which is activated. Additionally, you can hold the shift key while drawing to snap the line to specific angles. Yeah, but that doesn't really tell me anything. I'm just drawing whatever I'm feeling like. So like I want to like write the future of Linux and then just do some doodles here and there on the page, just to kind of get my creative juices flowing. So like, okay, so that wasn't it. There we go. Maybe do that to about 15. Yeah, I don't know why my settings keep resetting. There we go. And then, actually, I don't like that T. Maybe take down the delay. Hello and welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. I built Gentoo Linux with KDE on Wayland. Is it possible to run Wayland completely without Xlibs? That is a question that I would not be able to answer personally, because I've never used Gentoo and I don't plan on it. I would think that you could run Wayland, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, are you talking about like not having Xorg and stuff like that? Because if that's the case, I don't think you can get away with not having to do like Xorg and stuff like that. Okay, I don't like that H. That's also not a good H. So, probably what we'll do. We'll just do something like that. And then I also don't like that E very much. Yeah, sorry I couldn't help out with that. I mean, that's probably about... I don't know, I really need to fine tune that. For that matter, I don't even like the H that I did. Let's just start from scratch. See, that H is much better when I go into it. Oh, hey, voice. This is Krita. Yeah, this is Krita. I was looking at old Nano Linux. It had something called Micro Windows or Nano X. Gotcha. So then let's just... cover that up. Not the best E, necessarily. I think it's just because I need to make the size smaller. Turn it to about 5. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. And then let's just... yeah, we're just doing a little bit of drawing today. Nothing fancy. That's also not really that good of a U. The future Linux is now. Hello, Pagarino. Welcome back. Yeah, so that's pretty much the topic for today. So, um, nothing too fancy. It's just trying to talk about, like, I don't know, where do y'all see your futures with Linux? I guess. Like, do you think you'll always be with Linux? Or do you feel like you'll want to go back to Windows at some point? Or, like, do you think that gaming will come a long way, for example? Do you think there'll ever be a future in which we don't have to worry about Hyperland Premium? I'd love to be in that future. I don't know about you guys. Ew, that's ugly as sin. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's just do a U. U. And I. Let's see. The future Linux is full of hope. Hey, Seawar, welcome back. Glad you can make it. Back to Windows? LOL, that's quite the joke. Hey, listen, we just had somebody in the Discord go back to Windows not too long ago. So, I mean, anything's possible. I'm quite happy on Linux and all the games I play. I play many games run on Linux without effort. Yeah. No, I like Linux. Linux is great. I wouldn't want to go away from my baby. Let's do. No. I think we'll want to start from here if we're gonna do a T. Yeah. Although that wasn't the best looking T. Let's try this again. I think it's just because of the delay that I've got going on here. Let's see about doing it with none. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. I bought a laptop with a Windows 11. I had to switch to Linux. With Windows 11, it does feel it's not yours anymore. Yeah, I think a lot of people actually feel that way too. I wouldn't put it past anyone if they didn't feel that way or whatever. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I think I do want to use stabilizer, but maybe I just want to have a lower delay. I'm just trying to find like a happy medium when it comes to drawing with when drawing with stabilizer. I also think I'm drawing too small. Oh yeah. If I'm ever to quit Linux, I won't be moving to some proprietary garbage. I'd be more likely to move to BSD than any M or Apple stuff. I mean, OpenBSD, never used it. except unless you count using the PlayStation 2, I guess. Because isn't that made with OpenBSD too? Windows needs at least 16 gigabytes of RAM to run well. I tried a modded Enterprise 111. It uses 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. I would not know. That was not a good H. Let's try that again. Gloves off, y'all. We're going the distance. I mean, ironically, I do wear a glove when I'm drawing, so let me try from the other way. That's also not a very good E. That gave me just a tiny bit more room to work with. So then let's start. I want to say we're going to start the F here. And I think I want to do capital letters here. Oh, actually, you know what would be interesting? Just do lines. Just do some lines of drawing. Yes, that would be fantastic. The future. And then we'll do yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory there. And then we'll just do like a cursive Linux. Then we'll put like a little penguin face here. I do like me some penguin faces when I'm drawing. It's looking pretty good. And then we'll just draw a line. Okay, so I'm off just a little bit. Let's see. My main problem was Windows was using my mobile data too much, and I have to use TinyWall software to limit internet access. Don't get me wrong, I daily drive Linux, but RAM isn't an issue on Windows. Doing lines now on the streams are getting wild. Now the streams are getting wild. That's funny. I just want to be able to move that part. Can I do that? No, I don't think I can actually. I just want to be able to like select. Maybe I can select this. And then just kind of... No, that's not going to work. Oh, yeah, you know, that's... I think we'll just live with this happy accident. You know what we'll do instead? We'll put like a penguin here. How's that sound? You guys like penguins? You better. All right. So then let's draw like a little penguin here. Then we'll make him have this type of body. Let's see. I think we'll just have these type of feet, maybe. No, that does not look good. I think what we should do is probably do something like this. And then, I don't know, maybe just erase some of the lines here. We'll do like a little eraser here. We'll just, there we go. Happy little accidents. You guys like happy little accidents? I don't know if you can tell or not, but we're trying to Bob Ross up the joint. There we go. That leg is starting to look nice. Very nice. Q. And then let's just take care of this other leg, because this leg looks like it was beat up. There we go. Now we have a little penguin dude. Although he don't look much like a penguin. You know what? Let's change this. We want to have a couple of lines here of drawing. A couple of lines here of drawing. Yep, happy little accidents. Hey, how's it going? No, this is Gimp. Not Gimp. Krita. Yeah, this is Krita. I did well on my exam today. That is awesome. Legend don't take exam, they bunk. Happy little accidents, that's right. Happy little accidents. Let's see. So now we got that out of the way. Now we can actually center this. I'm actually really happy with the fact that I can just center like raster files like it's nothing. Okay, now we can center properly. Ever so slightly. I ran top on my Linux now, 887 megabytes of RAM. Nice. Yeah, there's definitely some distributions out there that don't take that much RAM. For sure. And then you wonder why the other ones take so much RAM. Do 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 do. I'm just playing. I'm just trying to make like a little circle because I think what I want to do now is I want to make this like an igloo. Sure, we'll start to about here, I guess. That is definitely not where I was going with the igloo, but this is what we'll do for now. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. And then, oh, I guess I gotta put in some lines of drawing. So then, actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to do all those lines of drawing. And yes, I'm going to keep doing that because it's fun. I'm going to keep saying that because it's fun. I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression here. We're just doing lines of drawing. All right, and then we're just going to put the sun right here, I guess. And everything deserves a smiley face. So we will definitely put a smiley face on this dude. No, you don't, Poggerino. No, you don't. I don't do that. I'm a clean boy here. You don't know me. Yeah, what's that they say? You don't know me. You don't know my life. Okay, what else do we want to do? I guess we could do some snow. That is not a euphemism either. Why does drawing have to be so weird? There we go. Got some snow on the ground. And then maybe we put some water out here. No. We'll put just like a glacier, I think. But we'll start it from like right here. Actually, I don't know if I like that. There we go. Got some water. Yeah, today's stream is early. So I put up a poll in Discord to see if 6 a.m. or 11 a.m. was going to be better for everyone because that's the only times that I get to stream today. And it was only going to be one of the two. So I chose to do the 6. Well, it turned into like 6:30, more like it. But I decided to do the early stream in case something happened at 11 that I wasn't expecting. But the reason I got to do an early stream today is because I got to work today, and the hours are kind of odd for me. But Monday, which is tomorrow, we will return to our normally scheduled programming as far as the timing goes. I don't know what time. I'm trying to figure out like what is a good time for everyone to be here. because I've started thinking about like maybe I should do my streams a little bit later, because I have been doing them pretty early lately, but I'm not entirely sure. So that's the deal. That's the dealio. But yeah, it's just because of work. That's why. I usually have to plan my streams around that. All right. So what else do I really want to do to this though? I mean, this is starting to look more like a tombstone. I'm not exactly sold on it. Maybe I do need to do the lines of drawing. Maybe put a line there. Yeah, just kind of spread them out. They don't have to be like real close. But, just kind of spread them out. Maybe do some about there. Yeah, it feels more like Linux Tombstone. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I don't really want that. Let's my bad, you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's take this away. Take it away from me. I don't want this. No, I don't want you to increase. Let's see about doing it this way then. But yeah, I guess I need to give my thoughts on the future of Linux. I think the future is looking pretty good. Personally, I feel as though as long as we stay true to like making sure that we I don't know, I'm trying to find the right words. Like if we make sure that we are like making advancements in Linux, I don't think we can go wrong. Like we are already the first people to do a lot with computers in terms of Linux. Like for example, window managers. That was not really I mean, it was a thing for us before it was a thing for can I redo this? No, I guess not. Like, okay, so for example, with window managers, we did window managers before Windows did. I feel. We also did workspaces before Windows did. So that's what I'm talking about generally. Like just making advancements like especially with gaming. Gaming is probably going to be a important one too. Okay. I run Top Again, uses 312 megabytes RAM, ASRock MB with AMD 3400G. From what I remember, the 3400Gs were pretty good. I could be wrong. But let's get that sun back in here. Makes everything jolly. No, let's get rid of those lines of drawing. And then what we could do, I'm just thinking for a moment. We can put in an igloo here. Then we just put in some lines. Like so. And then on the other side, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I should have probably put that igloo on another layer, though, and the sun for that matter, too. Let's see, maybe I should try to build kernel with the ext4 file system to see if it uses less or more RAM. You know, we were actually having a conversation not too long ago about, in fact, it was yesterday, we had a conversation between BetterFS and ext4. ext4 ended up winning. When I did a poll on it, it ended up winning. But I use BetterFS at the moment. We need to put a little bit of snow somewhere. And I think that might be the best place to do it. Although now it kind of just looks like it's not well done. But if I do it that way, then you can't see the letters very well. I did not think this one through. Let's just put it on the ground here. There we go. Happy little accidents. Let's see, I have kernel with BetterFS. Gotcha. ZFS over BetterFS, discuss. Well, first of all, welcome to the stream, Methane. We are glad to have you here. That being said, we did have some people yesterday talk about ZFS, and it actually ended up being second in the best file system. So, I mean, there's quite a few people that do enjoy ZFS, for sure. What crypto modules are needed in ZFS? Oh, okay, that's for Methane. Gotcha. All right, so then I think what we want to do, we want to put some. I think we want to put some faraway land out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. Like, just draw a line in between this. Something's not sitting well with me on that. I think maybe it's just because I need some waves up here. No, that's not looking good either. Let's just remove that line entirely. See, my limited understanding is that BetterFS must have CRC32 built in kernel to be fast. Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, as far as like the future Linux goes, I think, well, at least for me, I do plan on being around Linux for a long time, for sure. Yeah, because I don't see myself going back to Windows. I don't know. It gets like anytime I go back to Windows, the only thing that I do is just browse the web and like just maybe create music here and there or whatever. But like I don't really do much of anything when it comes to Linux. I'm always doing something with Linux. Like it has become a hobby at this point for me. I wish I could just tilt this guy just a little bit. I need to tilt him ever so slightly. Can I actually do that? I want to see if I can do that. Well, maybe not there, but maybe like right here. And then I just want to take this, just tilt him ever so slightly. Then we'll move him over just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's starting to look good. Okay. And then we have liftoff. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do another. Vindicta, welcome to the stream. Or welcome back, rather. Glad to have you here. Control R, I think. Never mind, it's Control T. What is Control T? Hold on a minute. What does Control T do? Oh, that's right. It lets me move it wherever I want to. So really what I could do is just select this, move it on over. This is really handy for a raster program. Or partially raster. It has potential, you guys. So yeah, let's just move these over. Oh, that would have been so close. Close but no cigar. Now we have to move it. Now we have to move it. Alright, so then... Actually, what we could do, we could put this on the bottom. We could just drag this just a little bit down. Don't have to do it too much. Oh, I gotta deselect it. Gosh, I don't want to do it. Alright. And then what we could do, actually, is that we could... let's take these. That's right, I can't move it with that tool. I have to move it with this tool. There we go. Then, of course, we have to deselect. I don't know why it just won't deselect whenever you click on something. I wish it would do that. The other thing I wish I could do is, like, do straight lines in a raster program. But, like, they want you to use the line tool if you're going to do that. But my lines don't come out straight like they should. Which was the problem that I had with my wallpaper. I need some tips to FS tab, file options for better FS. I just have defaults with SSD. Again, I don't know anything about that, so you might have to ask other people in the chat here. I miss building my own kernels. No real point to even messing with the configs these days. Installed CachyOS on a spare machine and read some documentation. Cachy actually does not like game mode as a launch option. Really? Then, well, wait a minute. Because I've been using game mode. What are we supposed to do then? Oh, the wiki says to use game performance as a launch option instead. Game performance. There we go. I wrote that down. Hopefully I can remember it. If not, I'll just have game mode on, I guess. Game performance, got you. I would love to try out different distros, but I live in mountains and can't afford much in internet. Yeah, that's... I'm surprised that you would be running something like Gentoo then. Because, like, wouldn't that take a lot of internet, I would think? Because, like, I know Arch does. Debian, you'd be better off, in my opinion, if you don't have a lot of internet to go around. But, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that about your internet issues. Okay, so... Actually, this is what I want to do. I want to take this. And just select it. Can I just do that? Can I just select it? Because we're going to have to stick the penguin over here. Because what I want to do is... Imagine this like being... Oh. Never mind then. And then let's just deselect. Because imagine this like being some water. But I gotta close it off somehow, so I guess I could just do this. Well, no, that doesn't look right either, because that just looks like something from the sea. No, that doesn't look right either. No, now that just looks like an arm. Oh, I feel better with Gen 2. Thank you for this time. I gotta go now. Take care. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Seems like whatever trick Game Mode Run uses is baked into Cache somehow. Oh. Didn't know that. Yeah, let's just remove that entirely, because that's not working out. I'd have to flip the canvas over a little bit. I don't know, man. I think the future for Arch Linux is gonna be CacheOS. I feel like that's the one distro that like people who want a simple Arch is going to use. What I could do, though, is I want to be able to practice drawing lines, but I need to figure out what is going to allow me to draw like a straight line. I mean, if I just... deselect. And then I suppose I would have to do like a vector file. But then if we... let's do a line tool. Are you serious? I mean, that's probably about as straight as I'm going to get it. It is a vector after all, so I can just do something like that, I suppose. I just don't know if that's straight. Because like the program's going to tell me if it's not straight. I also don't like that idea. Huh. Holding down V makes straight lines, and if you want to snap into place, you hold down Shift 2. Ooh. Well, let's try that. Let's see if we can't do a straight line. So we hold V. Let me see if we can do it with the tool. Oh, it does it in real time too, so you can see if there's any angles that it's at or whatever. So like, I guess what you're saying is that you, oh, that's what you do. Those are some crazy key combinations, but it works. Gotta do some stretches. I've been at this for like an hour trying to figure out what I want to do with this project. Well, howdy. What we doing today? First of all, welcome back to the chat. So glad you could make it. We are doing some drawing in Krita today while discussing the future of Linux. It is a general topic where we can branch out into like, how do you feel like the future Arch Linux is going to be? How do you think the future of gaming on Linux is going to be? Those types of comments. And while we're at it, I would like to go ahead and mention that if you like the stream, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you really enjoy my content, consider being a subscriber today. If you would like to get in contact with me further than just what you see on YouTube here, you can join the Discord server, or if you don't like Discord, we have a Matrix room that you can join. Just all kinds of fun there where we get to talk about Linux with other Linux users. We get to share our risings, our projects, and just have a good old time there. I just tried tiling Windows. It's really good. Gotcha. Yeah. So I am using Krita. Yes, I'm still learning how to use Krita. It is still new to me because I'm used to using GIMP or Inkscape for my stuff. But yeah, we are using Inkscape. Or not Inkscape, but Krita. Why do I keep wanting to mess around with Krita like that? Krita ain't done nothing wrong. So now it's just a matter of like, what else do I want to do? Because I can, let's see, go to paint. Let's go to paint. I could do like some yellow here for the sun. Oh, that layer is locked. Let's not lock it then. Do a yellow for that. We can do a little bit of gray, I guess. Then that way you can see the lines and everything. Just do something like that. Of course, you can't really see the face all that well because I didn't draw him out, but let's just pretend that that's just like a baby penguin or something, doesn't quite have the face that we're looking for just yet. But I used to make pixel art on Krita, really good, never bricked on my Mac. So far, Krita has been amazing for what I want it to do because of the fact that I can do raster files or vector files. That is nice. I'm looking to transition from using Inkscape. I'm trying to rely less on it and more on like my drawing skills. So it's taken a little bit of time, but I'm still, to this day, like as far as my logo is concerned, I'm still using like vector graphics. But I'm trying to make that transition so that way I can draw everything myself instead of like trying to do vector graphics, It is hard to get out of that habit once you start it, I will say. So what I could do, actually, let's go back into this paint layer here. Nope, I don't like that. Let's see. That's probably a good line to do. And then, I mean, it is still so close to the sun. I would say maybe put a line here, just so that way we can represent some snow, like just a little walk area. And then probably just do like, a line there to represent like a stream of water. Then what we could do over here, because we need, actually, let's do the sky first. I feel like the sky is in order. So for the sky, we will do this. That's not exactly what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then, what's interesting is that I actually showed somebody something new that they didn't even know was possible. So like whenever you're in the paint tool, you can do this thing as far as fill the extent. You can fill all regions until a specific boundary color, rather than doing this fill region similar in color to the clicked region. Because like if you do it to the clicked region, like you're gonna see some white lines. That's just unnecessary. So if you want to fill all regions until a specific boundary color, like, not nearly as much white in it, and it's hardly noticeable if you're like, unless you're just like close up looking into it. But that's just something to help out. Using the goated trackball while drawing? Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. You can do layer so it's easier when you are editing. Yeah, I got to remember to use layers for sure. But that's on me. We have different methods. Well, something I just learned too is that you can do like a rectangular selection tool, and then you can move pieces around. I didn't know you could do that. I thought that was really neat for a raster project. All right, but for actually, I think instead of doing that, I want to put a line like right about here. Maybe not that color. But maybe do a line about like right here. And then we could put... Oh, I just drew that on the wrong line, didn't I? Yeah, let's go back to this paint here, because I don't want to do it on the wrong line. I gotta start catching myself when I do that. But yeah, that's going to be some more white, and then we've got this blue here that I want to do. Then we go to this background. Boom, there goes our paint. And then let's select a different blue for the water. Are you kidding me? Am I gonna have to select this every time? And then just deselect. And then probably what I would do instead also, because I did mess up a little bit, because we need some clouds. And we need to do it on the right layer too, so. Then what we can do, go back to our paint tool, use the white, color these in. Yeah, not looking too bad at all. I'm going to ball out now. We have errands to do. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully your day goes well. I mean, the picture's starting to have dimension, so it's doing pretty good, I guess. But you know what we could do to actually make this better? We could just let's not do that one. Let's erase. Yeah, I definitely want to do it on the right layer, though. I don't want to mess up the other lines, though. So let's just start small, I guess. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't guess it really matters, because I can always just draw that back. The most important thing is that we just let's do this. Nope. Let's go just a little bit deeper. I don't know. Let's do it to about there, I guess. And then that way, yeah, there we go. And then that way, we don't have to worry about anything. I don't know. Do you think that schools and workplaces, like, do you think more of them in the future are going to use Linux? That would be interesting to see. Then this is so that way we can just do what we need to do here. because the water, I'm pretty sure. Where's my mouse? There we go. Because I'm pretty sure the water. We have the water going there. But then before we do anything else, I want to take this and I want to move it. But I also want to make it smaller too. Like make it to about like right. So. And then let's deselect. And then let us, if I can find the, there we go, the paint tool. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, let us select again. That did not turn out so well either. Okay, so you know what, actually? Let's do, hold on a minute. Let me see. Probably. Europe is trying to distance themselves from relying on Microsoft. At least. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, too, I think. Argent2, hi, welcome to the stream. Yes and no, Linux will get more capitalized and taken over by giant monopolistic invading corporations such as M-Dollar, who then will sell it and their support services to school districts and giant deals. If you go into Bucket Tool in the option tab, if you click the middle icon where it says reference, you don't have to make a selection first. Tool option tab. All right, let's take a look. If you go top right, yeah, I got that. I just must be under the color wheel, is what you're saying. Give me just a minute. I'm trying to look. Oh, it's already on? Okay, gotcha. Okay, and then let's just deselect this. And then what we're trying to do, no, that's not good. Just go in here and manually do this. Because the lines were looking kind of weird. I might have to start this one from scratch. Just like turn everything white and then go back as far as like this particular area goes. Because like I want to color in the rest of the area. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my thought exactly on what was being talked about. So yeah, no, I do feel as though you know, there will be times where we're just going to be dealing with all the corporations moving in on that kind of stuff. So I get it. And then let's do a paint tool. Did that cover it all up? No, not really. I think that covered it up that time. Looks good anyway. And then we just deselect. And then we'll come back here. We'll do some lines of drawing. VFox, welcome back. Glad to have you here. We're still on the topic of the future of Linux. We're doing some drawing as well. And then just to get a little bit of water going on there. Bro, maybe this should be the thumbnail. Oh, you know what? We could just make like a mountain in the back. I don't know, man. That seems kind of tempting to me. Do I want to do a mountain in the back? Because all we got is just sky and water. I don't know. Let me sit with this for a minute. Let me figure out if I like it. While that happens, I can talk with you guys, and then I'll come back to it.